fighting glory from the sky. Just another story. It man made life. They tell how he fell from the sky.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Free American Hour. I'm your host, Clay Douglas, and my guest today is Bob Chapman, the international forecaster. Hello, Bob.
Hi there.
How are you doing, sir?
I am doing terrific.
Bob,
I'm always good in the morning.
Good.
Actually, this isn't the morning. I've been up for 5 hours already.
I'm a morning person too. Been doing this show about this time for about 20 years, I think. Bob, I got something that I wanted to ask you about. Now, I sent out an email the other day on my latest article, and the NAACP has decided to attack me. They pulled off some kind of crap that the Southern Poverty Law used 8 years ago, talking about me being in the militias. And oh yeah, I write bad poetry too, they said. But some institute in Kansas picked up on this and wrote a report on the Tea Parties, the phenomena of the Tea Parties, and they're not very kind to the Tea Parties, but they had me and my friend Larry Pratt from Gun Owners of America listed in there as bigots and anti-Semites. And I have an eerie feeling about this, that this kind of demonization is, and they're trying to pass it on to the Tea Parties. Now, I'm not sure whether it's to try to keep the people in the Tea Parties from listening to my shows, from supporting me, from reading my magazines or articles or websites, or if this is a broader tactic to try to stir up racial and hatred here in America. I mean, coming from the NAACP, you know, and when I've had 3 or 4 wonderful, intelligent black men on my show in the last 2 months, and even
well, that just goes to show you they don't care about that. What they're trying to do here is, number one, you happen to be the tail on the doggy. They're after the Tea Party because of the Tea Party's success. And they want to paint it as being racist. That's why the Southern Poverty Law Center and that despicable human being who runs that thing, and the NAACP, their agenda is world government. And if they can stir up racial hatred, they'll do that. And you know what I do? I just ignore them. I don't care what they say. Let them defend what they're saying about you or me or anybody else. It's all a bunch of crap, and everybody knows it. So I wouldn't worry about it. You know, you don't have black people in your program or Jewish people in your program because you're racist. That's ridiculous.
I've got Jewish people booked, and as a matter of fact, in the article that I put out, I included Aaron Zellman, who runs the Jews for Preservation of Firearms Ownership, JPFO, and I put him in the article because he had the same take on it as you and I do. You know, it's not about it's not because
Americans and
it's not about hating
Americans,
somebody.
They don't want us to be. They want to split us up.
Fractionalization. Balkanization.
The real word for it is balkanization.
Yes, sir.
They want to have everybody at each other's throats. We're stupid, but that's what they want. It's part of an agenda. And they do it all over the world. Not those groups, but other groups, and you know, it doesn't hold the water that it used to hold. They're not getting the mileage that they used to get. So the accusations they make get more off the wall, and they have a lot of money. That pervert who runs that center, he makes millions of dollars every year destroying people's lives. And
that would be Morris Dees.
God should be kind to us and send them to the next station along the way. What did you say?
You're talking about Morris Dees from Southern Poverty Law?
Yeah, he's a pervert.
Yeah. I ran him out of 4 towns by sending his divorce papers to all my subscribers, where he was speaking, promoting his book.
There's lots of them like that.
Yeah, the institute that put out this report is just an arm. I mean, they just start other institutes, because Southern Poverty Law, after what they've pulled in Missouri, after what they've I certainly made it public that they had tried to kill and did succeed in putting in jail and taking away my friend's 70-acre ranch down there on the border of Mexico in Douglas, Arizona, Casey Nethercott. And that was Morris Dees entirely. But from your perspective here, what is happening here? We had one little scare for somebody smuggling explosives in Hewlett-Packard machines, and that was just nothing of substance there. It's just something to worry Americans, to stir us up, to try to make us believe that this war on terror, that there's really terrorists out there that aren't working for one of our intelligence agencies. I don't know of any.
True. It's another false flag operation, and I said that from the minute they started. It's another non-event. So you get on the air and you tell everybody it's another lie. I'm watching this president flying off to India or wherever he's going. $800 million a day is it's costing us, or so
something incredible. Figure. Yeah, tell us about that. I just saw that he's got 30 ships with him. You know, it was bad enough sending his dog over to a party in a jet, but he's got 30 ships with him, and there is talk about a false flag operation tomorrow, and no, of course my information, Bob, comes from The Simpsons. so I don't know how reliable that is, but they have a tendency to predict things like 9/11 and the oil tower blowing up on movies a year in advance. Do you think there's any substance to that talk?
No, I do. You can't come out with statements like that unless you have inside information, and obviously somebody does. Well, maybe the president's expendable to them now. Who knows?
That's possible too.
What are they going to do? Start a war with India?
They do have nuclear weapons, don't they? I don't know. We know that their target is Iran. Tell me why. Now, as far as I know, since the Khomeini days, Iran hasn't been a threat, hasn't done anything to us. I mean, we did support Saddam Hussein in a war against them. They could bear a grudge for that. They lost a few million people there. But your analysis on that. Why are we going after Iran?
Well, because it just happens to be there. And of course, you have Israel, which is a Zionist expansionist government, and anything they can do to gain a bigger foothold and control in the whole general area, they like that. So it's a warlike state, financed